Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kimbo here, and it's time for me to do a very special video. Now, this video was honestly requested by Bay Studio. I told him pretty much my life story on Skype, and he said that it was so moving that it brought him to tears. So, pretty much, I'm gonna tell you guys my life story. Pretty much, I'm gonna try to narrow it down. I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of different categories. I'm gonna jumble around a little bit, but it's gonna be in each category. So, pretty much, first thing I'm going to start with is, I'm going to, like, intertwine them together at certain points, too. So, pretty much, the best way I should do this is pretty much starting off with my childhood. So, pretty much, as a child, I was born in 1995, August 29th, 1995. Today is August, I don't even know. But, yeah, it's pretty much 4 days, no, not 4 days, 6 days until my birthday. It's August 23rd, I think, almost the 24th. I think it's the 24th now, but, yeah. Anyways, born August 29th, 1995, in a certain hospital. Pretty much, I was raised out in the middle of nowhere. I lived between 3 towns on a small road, and pretty much I had 4 sisters and 2 parents, and you know, I have a stepbrother I've never met in my entire life, but yeah. So 4 sisters. When I was born, they were all teenagers. So when I was younger, they were all teenagers and stuff too. So yeah, pretty much. As a kid, all I remember is it was honestly a blur to me. I remember we had a swimming pool. I remember going swimming in that swimming pool a few times. And you know, it was really fun having a swimming pool as a kid. But also I had sisters who pretty much, I think they said they were jealous of me because I was the youngest boy, you know, because I was the youngest one and I apparently got treated differently, which honestly hurt me to hear. But yeah, pretty much I went to school, came home like a normal kid. I didn't really socialize with anybody. I had a best friend named Dean when I was younger. And, you know, this was around the time of 1st grade. But honestly, I was in pre-K, in pre-kindergarten. I can't believe I still remember this, but I was in pre-K. And I graduated from pre-K valedictorian somehow. There you go. There's a picture of me when I was a kid. And yeah, sorry it's so dark. Let's see if I can put it in the light. There you go. So yeah, that's me as a kid, everybody. So yeah, pretty much graduated as valedictorian of pre-K somehow. I don't know how you do that, but I guess it's because I could tie my shoes or some crap. But yeah, so I went from pre-K to 1st grade, and then pretty much in 1st grade, I moved from the town I lived in into this new town called B-Town. Now basically, this is this town that I've lived in my entire life. So I've went to B-Town, and B-Town was a town that was honestly 97% white. So pretty much I was minority in the town. Sorry guys, I'm really tired. I'm making this video at honestly like 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so you know, after Bay Studio talked to me about it, he just convinced me to do it. I'm sorry my room's a mess, you know, still got everything packing away for college. But yeah, so pretty much moved to Bolivar or B-Town, and like I said, 97% white, 3% other, which basically was black and all the other races. I was pretty much the only fully black kid in my school. There were half black kids, but I was pretty much the only fully black kid. And yeah, so pretty much I was different. So basically 1st through 5th grade, I was sitting there fending for myself. You know, I couldn't really talk to my sisters either. I didn't feel like I could. So I didn't really talk to my sisters that much, and I basically just had to fight my own battle from 1st to 5th grade. And, you know, I barely even talked to my parents during that time. I didn't even talk during school. I didn't talk to people during school. I didn't talk to the teachers during school. I just went there, did my work, and I went home. And I didn't do that well, you know. Then 6th grade, I kind of had an epiphany. I was like, you know, I need to prove that, like, I may be different, but I can definitely do some good stuff. So, like, in 6th grade, I definitely kicked things around. I got straight A's in all my classes and stuff. And pretty much in 6th grade, I met my best friend. Well, like, my former best friend, you know. I met this kid. His name was Zach. And pretty much he stood up to everybody else. And he was like, you know, one day that kid's going to be way bigger than you. And he's going to do great things with his life, you know. He pretty much stood up for me and everything, you know. I mean, he knew how it was. Like, he was big, he was chunky and everything, you know. But, you know, he lost weight as we went through high school and everything. But, you know, So pretty much that's the whole childhood part. Now this is pretty much the middle school part. Now for the whole middle school part, I pretty much, like I said, I met Zach. He stood up for me, and he pretty much became my best friend throughout high school and everything. And you know, up until he moved away. And then you know, whenever he got invited to do something, I got invited. But besides that, I never got invited to anything because, you know, I was still that different kid. And nobody really wanted to talk to me. I don't know why, because I was a bad kid and stuff. And, yeah, probably because I was so quiet all the time. But, you know, I just wanted somebody to talk to. And I never really had that. And, yeah, so pretty much 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, I got into art, too. And, you know, I'm going to incorporate some of my art stuff, too. So, yeah, I got into art, started drawing. You know, at first I could barely draw a stick figure, but then I just started learning how to draw stuff like buildings, landscapes, vehicles, and stuff like that, you know. And, yeah, so pretty much 6th, 7th, 8th grade, did all that stuff. Now, honestly, in 6th and 7th grade, I kind of, something happened in 5th grade. I forgot to mention this. In 5th grade, I kind of, something happened with my parents. They went to jail. Honestly, my dad went to jail for 6 months, and then my mom went off, and I basically was dragged up a street, put in a car, taken to this lady's house, and then, like, I went back and forth between this lady's house and my aunt's house, and then I was put in a foster home for 3 days. During this period, I was supposed to have, like, the halfway point for my birthday, because they couldn't celebrate my birthday during, the, school year. So pretty much they wanted to cut it in half. So basically it was like in February, but I couldn't go during my birthday celebration. So basically the birthday boy wasn't there, and they set up everything for me. But I wasn't there because I was in foster care. You know, I was with this new family that I had no idea about, and I didn't even know who they were. I didn't know what was going on. I was a kid. I was scared. I'm like, where's my mom? Where's my dad? And it was one of the most scared moments I've had in my entire life, honestly. And then pretty much I was at this daycare. That's where I went throughout the day because I couldn't go to school. And then my mom got back. Like, they released my mom. Oh man, I got so emotional when I saw my mom. I just missed her so much. You know, I was scared. I was crying. I was bawling. I was 10 years old at the time, you know. And pretty much, you know, after she got out, we moved, and I got a cell phone. She gave me my first ever cell phone. So the first time I got my cell phone was 10 years old, and it was a little flip phone that I didn't even use, really. Nobody called me on it or anything, so I didn't really see a point in having it. So, yeah, honestly, I just used it for the ringtones and stuff, and plus I could play some games on it, which honestly fascinated me a lot at the time. So, yeah, pretty much that's what happened in 5th grade. In 6th grade, after I moved, you know, I got a dog, too. When I was in 6th grade, I got a dog, and his name was Tyson. I taught him how to ride a skateboard and everything. My favorite dog ever. He ran around the field with me, taught him how to jump and do tricks and stuff. And he snuck in my room one time, and he howled. Like, he did a little howl when he was sleeping next to me, and I remember cuddling with him. He legit became my best friend. Like, besides my buddy Zach, like, you know, he legit became my best friend. My best friend was my dog. Now, one day, my dog got out. Like, there's a gate in front of this door. We lived in an upstairs apartment. Basically, the gate kept the dogs from getting downstairs. Like, there's this piece of wood, because there's a little hole under the gate. The piece of wood didn't get nailed up. It got moved to the side. My dog got out. I was so close to my dog, honestly. I felt like I wanted to go. I wanted to bring him inside. Like, this was before all this stuff happened. I wanted to bring him inside, but pretty much, you know, my mom told me to let him stay outside, and I'm like, I really want to bring him in. Then she, like, you know, leave him outside, and then we got into it, and I just got upset, and I went to bed. And then I had a bad dream about my dog. You know, I had a bad dream that something happened to him. I can't remember exactly. Like, oh, yeah, I remember. It was honestly, I had a bad dream that he got hit. He got hit by a car. And I just remember, like, the sound of the car in my dream, and, like, him yelping, and I woke up and I was frantic. I'm like, where's Tyson? And pretty much I went outside. I went across the street. I found him laying there. He was dead. My little puppy was dead. My best friend, pretty much. Man's best friend. They call it that for a reason. But he was pretty much dead and everything. And, you know, blood was dripping out of his mouth. It's the first time I've ever been really emotional and everything. And, yeah. So then I wanted to ride into town on my bike, but I really couldn't. And It just hurts so much. So, I guess now is time for the part for me to go on to, like, later middle school and everything. So, pretty much, like I said, continued with the drawing and everything, and, forgot to mention when I was younger, I got some medals because I did track and everything, but, it's just a little side note because I was way younger. But, yeah, so, like, during middle school, just continued drawing and everything. That's what made me go through everything. I got straight A's, still was determined to, be recognized by people, and just working hard because I'm like, hard work will never let you down. And I just continued to work hard, getting A's into all my classes and everything. And, yeah, and then, got up to, like, 7th grade, 8th grade. 7th grade, I actually, like, took, like, I can't remember. It was, like, a sewing class, and I actually sewed a pillow. It was weird. It was, like, a flame pillow that I don't have anymore, and I don't even know what happened to it, but I did really good on it. But, yeah, that's besides the point. And, so pretty much still hung out with Zach. He's the only person that actually hung out with me, came to my house and stuff. And then pretty much fast-forwarded 8th grade, it was normal, just continued working hard in school. Now, during this whole entire period, I pretty much went to school, came back home, because I didn't talk to anybody, so, like, I got upset because I really wished that I had some friends. Zach was my friend, but I didn't see him, like, really, really often, so I pretty much went home, came back home, and I cried to myself a lot. Not every single night, but a lot of the time. And then, woke up, and it was usual routine. I never even told my parents about this, but, well, I did recently, and they were honestly kind of shocked, but I don't know why, because it's just, like, a normal thing to me. But, yeah, pretty much, then began my freshman year of high school. So before my freshman year, I got accepted into this program called Upward Bound. Now, basically, if you guys don't know what it is, it's basically a program that gets you ready for college. So it prepares you for college and everything. So pretty much I got accepted before my freshman year. I got to go to Pittsburgh, and yeah, I managed to do it because I worked so hard throughout high school, and I managed to, get the good grades, and they accepted me into the program. And yeah, so I've actually got my things from the Upward Bound program. Now, the other one, I can't remember where it's at. I remember the first quote, like each year we had a quote. It was like, the art we repeatedly do, excellence then is not an act but a habit. That was the first one. And then the other one was like, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. That was the sophomore year. Then the junior year was this one. Oh, no, it was this one. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you imagined and stuff like that. So, yeah. Pretty much that program, I met a lot of good friends, people that actually had the same interests as I do. And it was just the most amazing thing in the world. I mean, I'll never forget the people that I met in there. I've actually met some legit friends that I'll never forget for the rest of my life, and I still talk to some of them to this day. I mean, honestly, going to that program honestly made my life so much better. I mean, meeting people that actually cared about who I am and had the same goals that I did, and yeah. So, forgot to mention this to you guys, but when, the whole thing, like with me in foster care, my dad had a friend draw that, and this little champ thing. And yeah, and also after the whole thing, I had to go to pretty much counseling. So that's the certificate for it. April 20th, 2005. Honestly, 3 years exactly before my dog died. But that it's whatever. But yeah. So anyways, going back to Upward Bound thing. Sorry, I just had to get that out. But the whole Upward Bound thing, pretty much met the greatest people ever. Freshman year, got to go to Pittsburgh and pretty much worked on schoolwork during the entire summer. Sophomore year, worked on schoolwork during the entire summer, and then went to Philadelphia during that summer. Junior year, did the same thing, worked on schoolwork, then went to New York City. Senior year, worked on college work, and I just, pretty much, got college credit for that too. So I went into college with, before I went to college, I had 4 college credits from that program. And I should have went, afterwards, and I got a lanyard for honestly each year. Freshman year was the green one, sophomore year is the blue one right there, junior year is that blue one, senior year is that blue one, and this actually has my card on it, the college I went to, and there's my ID, that's what I look like in 2012. I got a haircut. I used to have dreadlocks in, 9th grade, I had an afro. 10th grade, I had dreadlocks. 11th grade, I had dreads, then I cut them. And then that's the other one. I just put that up there for a symbol, and pretty much that's from my college. miscellaneous for my college. So yeah, pretty much that's I'll explain Upward Bound more. I'm going to go into Upward Bound a little bit more for this part. So yeah, pretty much during there, continued to do all the work, and pretty much at the end you show off your portfolio, showing all the work you did throughout the summer for each of the classes that you took, pretty much to prepare you for the next year throughout high school. And then pretty much went through the actual years: freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Freshman year, I was a member of the National Junior Honor Society. I managed to make it into that. Sophomore year, I continued to work hard and stuff, and still in the National Junior Honor Society. I went and I actually helped people. I didn't have to, but I went and I helped people paint a picket fence around the cemetery. Yeah, the fence around the cemetery. I helped them paint that and stuff. Junior year, I went around, did some more stuff. Like I went and served ham and leeks down at the, at the hall in the town. But that's not a big deal. It's just common stuff. And junior year, just continued to do my art and stuff, continued all this stuff throughout high school, and then I just drew this, pretty much monochromatic picture, one color, different shades. That's what monochromatic means. Complementaries across from each other on the color wheel, pretty much blue and orange. Like this is blue, the color across from blue is orange, so pretty much did those two, made another skate park. The near complementary triad, 3 colors, blue, orange, and yellow, I chose. So yeah, did that. Another skate park, and yeah. So I also did a picture that represents my life. So pretty much, I put UB in that, family and friends, some people I met at UB, plus my family. Put a shooting star there, that's good luck, and, music, because I was big into music, because I was in choir, honestly, until from 5th grade until I graduated, I was in choir, honestly, until the college, because I'm still in choir and stuff. And yeah, and A pluses, working hard, the year I was born, 1995. Then the bad stuff, my dog Tyson, like I was talking about, and family, because I haven't seen my family. I hardly even know my family, really, honestly. Heartbreaks, from mainly, this, like that broke my heart when that dog died. When that dog died, a piece of my heart died too. But yeah, so pretty much just had to fight all the way through like high school and stuff. But at the same time, I played all these sports, like, actually, no, I'm not going to get into that part right yet. I'll get into that in the next part. But yeah, so pretty much continued to do my art, and I just got better and better at it. Did this project. Basically, it's supposed to be like a very ancient drawing, and I kind of carved out my face and everything. I got double plus on that, which basically is the best grade you can get. In 99, you can't get 100 in art because there's no perfect drawing and stuff. And yeah, so pretty much junior and senior year, I drew some of this stuff too. Pretty much, let's see here. I drew this design for a skate park. Now, I had 73 pieces to this. Now, the binder, something happened to the binder, and I had to redo the entire thing. But I started to do it again right now. Alright, and yeah, so pretty much this is the first one. This is supposed to be the outskirts of the town, they lead into the town and stuff. Then you go here, and yeah, you go here, and it shows you the outskirts of that town. Going into the town some more, and you see some graffiti right there, like skate and stuff. And then this leads to the main skate street. So this is the first part, and then pretty much you go through here, you can go in the tunnel and stuff and just ride up the street. Then further down the street, you got this right here that says Tweak, just some graffiti stuff. And, pretty much here, some stairs and stuff. Then go even further, then you get right in front of the building, and it says Skate for Life. This is the front of the building. Got a half pipe right here, with some rails on them and stuff. And yeah, so pretty much there's that. That's how far I've gotten so far. But, I drew those when, college. But, yeah, so, anyways, just gonna get back into the story really quickly. Just tell you the remainder of this. So, pretty much, got up to high school, got in the National Honor Society. I went to Boys State since I was the #1 picked boy. I went to Boys State, which is basically this big thing I did before my final year of Upward Bound. And yeah, so I was number 016A out of 1,117, chosen from across the entire state and stuff. And yeah, so these are some other things I've drawn too. I mean, this graffiti, ninja, leprechaun on Mars with a ninja. This rainy night, I drew that on my head, and this I drew on my head, you know, skate for life. You see the letters go back there, skate for life. So now pretty much I'm going to get into the, my sports part. So, you know, this isn't going to take very long. I know this isn't, so I'll get back into the art. So, pretty much, I've been in sports since 2003. So that means when I was 7 years old, I started doing sports. You know, I did football each year. I got a trophy for one, 2003, 2004. 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009 is this one right here. And yeah, and basically after that I stopped playing because honestly I felt like they weren't playing me as much as they could have, but you know, I guess that's how the grass grows. Yeah, but I'm just glad that I just, you know, got into sports and, you know, became physically active. That made me really happy. And yeah, so now, pretty much here's my baseball. Now I played this longer than the football. Now pretty much 2003, 2004 bobblehead, blah, 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 blah. 2005, 2006. This thing used to glow, like used to light up, but doesn't anymore. 2007, then 2008 I actually went up to like modified in JV from 2009. Modified to 2008, 2009, JV 2010, I think, and then varsity I was in 2011, 2012. So yeah, but yeah, so that's pretty much my sports career. I didn't get played a whole ton. Now honestly, I didn't feel like I was a real member of the team and stuff. I mean, like honestly, there's a bad thing like honestly with sports that kind of happened. Now pretty much, I know you guys aren't gonna want to hear this now. It's honestly kind of personal, but you know what? I'm going to tell you guys. Pretty much what happened is one day we went to, after a game, we went to go to McDonald's, and one of my teammates made a joke like, oh, of course the black guy got chicken, you know, like the usual joke like that, you know, stereotype. And then like I got kind of upset, you know, I just got off the bus, and then I got chicken nuggets. And when we got to McDonald's, then he said it again, like, of course the black guy got chicken, and then I threw away his milkshake, and then he's like, of course the black guy stole my stuff. So then I got on the bus, I was upset, and I just looked out the window, and I just got really upset. And, you know, and then, like, basically, when I zone out big time. Anybody that knows me knows this fact. Now, pretty much, while I was zoned out, they pretty much took a towel, put it on my head, and made it look like a KKK hat, and they took a picture of me in it. And I found out, like, you know, they showed me the picture, and I just got really upset. And then one of them said, Kim, I effed your sister. Anybody that's a teenager or older knows what effed means. That I effed your sister. And it was like the most effed up thing that a person could say to another person, you know? I mean, that's really messed up. And, you know, basically I had this philosophy, never, like, you know, no matter how much crap you take, never dish it back. Like, I've never gotten in a fight. I may be really big now, like 6'3" and stuff, but I never gotten in a fight ever, except for like one time when I was really younger and it was with family. But besides that, I've never gotten in a fight, and you know, I've always taken this stuff and bottled it in. So basically that night I went home, I bawled. I didn't let my parents know, and yeah, so pretty much that's what happened then. And yeah, so anyways, fast forwarding back to the present. So, pretty much got to continue on with the art stuff. So, pretty much, you know, got these drawings over here. I drew them. I drew that. That was during my senior year. I'm going to show you guys some more of my drawings, actually, right now. Pretty much another monochromatic right here. This is my senior year. Made this graffiti. It says merge. Got a near complementary triad version of that. So pretty much 3 colors. Like that one was red. This one I used red, green, and blue. No, same thing. And then I drew the actual picture itself. Now this is a project that I wanted to get a perfect score on. Like I wanted to get a 99. And this is what it turned out to be. So yeah, I got a 98 and I'm like, just let me have it. But yeah, so the last project I want to show you guys is this. Now this is a painting that I did, you know, I did in my senior year, and I actually got really inspired to do this, you know, because I thought it looked really cool. And yeah, I got a 96 on it. A lot of my friends were like, why the hell didn't you get like a 99 on that? But I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But I did the best I could on that. So, alright, it's time for this next part. Pretty much this is going to be the remainder of high school and everything. So, pretty much in this part, what happened then is, like, in 10th grade, my best friend, he moved away. He moved away to a nearby town. It's a big city, actually. And basically that means I had to fend for myself for the remaining 2 years of my high school career, which wasn't that easy, because honestly, like, I never got invited to anything when they had anything planned. I always wanted to go, like, I always wanted to be active, like, with my class and everything, class of 2013, but I just never got invited to anything. I don't know why. I don't think there's anything wrong with me or anything, probably just because I was quiet or something. I don't know. But it always made me question, like, what was wrong with me and stuff. But yeah, so pretty much there was that, and also I guess it's so hard to just say this part. I mean, I can't even really recall it that much. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, went to Boys State and stuff. I think I said that before. If I didn't, I'm just going to repeat it now, just going through my memory banks. Pretty much 10th grade, went to Upward Bound, like 9th, 10th, 11th grade, went to Upward Bound. And before that, I went on this thing called STEP. Now, basically, that is when you go out in the wilderness for 10 days. Now, the first 3 days were on a campus, on a college campus. We didn't shower for those 3 days until the last day when we got to go swimming. And then besides that, we went out in the wilderness for 7 days, an entire week, and we couldn't shower. We were not able to shower the entire week. And yeah, I know, it sounds gross. It's bad. But, when I came home, I just took a shower immediately every single time I got home. But yeah, after that, went to Upward Bound and went in the classrooms and did all the work and stuff. But then, pretty much, went through that program. It ended in 2012. I cried every year after that program ended because I knew those were the people that were, like, some of the greatest people in my entire life. And I'll never forget them, honestly. The times in Upward Bound, they'll never be removed from my mind. And yeah, so there was that. And then pretty much moving on to the remainder of high school, 11th grade, got into National Honor Society and everything. Continued to do hard work, did a lot of volunteer work around town, and then like my senior year, got in there, raked leaves and stuff, and yeah. And also, I forgot to mention, I played an instrument throughout high school. I played the viola from 6th grade, honestly, till I graduated. I played the viola. I played the trombone in 5th grade, but, yeah. And also, I was a fan of WWE, like, back then, I honestly loved it around 2002, 2003. Like, I think that was the peak of WWE. For anybody that knows what WWE is, honestly, I remember watching Stone Cold, The Rock, The Undertaker, all those people. And I still watch it nowadays, but I don't think it's as good. Like, it was crappy the last few years, but I think it's getting better. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But yeah, anyways, so there's that. And, I just wanted to do that side note. And yeah, so basically, my senior year, quite a bit happened. I went to prom. Like, we had homecoming and all these other places, like all the dances too, and people got nominated, kind of the popular people and everything for the assemblies and stuff. They got volunteered and stuff for that stuff. I never got volunteered. And then, like, prom, I actually won prom king, which surprised me quite a bit. I became the prom king, and basically, this is the hat right here that I got during prom. A person in my life, person I was dating at the time gave me that. And, yeah, so this is the prom king hat that I got. Yeah, I wore that night. It was pretty awesome. And, yeah, so then pretty much went through the remainder of the school year. Had as much fun as possible. People actually started to talk to me a little bit during 12th grade, I was mainly talking to freshmen, because, like, a lot of the upperclassmen didn't really talk to me. My grade didn't talk to me. Some juniors did, not really that many sophomores, kinda. Freshmen, quite a few freshmen talked to me. Like, they were good friends and good people. And then basically, I just continued out my senior year. I remember the last year of senior year, we all went in with ridiculous things. rode in on horses, tractors. I rode in on my skateboard and stuff to school on the very last day, last time going in there. Got a lot of people to sign my yearbook and stuff, and yeah. And then, like, a couple weeks later, I graduated from high school, you know, turned the thing on there, and they're like, the power vested in me. I pronounced the class of 2013, and we turned our things to the side. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, I guess it's now time for me to explain what happened in college. So pretty much to build up to college. So pretty much this whole summer, I went and not this summer, the last summer. Pretty much just enjoyed my hometown, you know. Tried to see everything that there was there left. I ate a lot of subs from the local sub shop because it was really good. And yeah, and then pretty much just did that. And then I went and hung out with some people, you know, still in a relationship, kind of. And then that ended, and I was kind of heartbroken. And, you know, life goes on. And just continued to talk to people. And by the way, that person that, you know, I was dating, we're good friends now still. But, you know, hung out with people. And then went to, what was it? I can't remember. Alright, whatever. I'm getting tired. Oh, yeah. I remember I went to, no, I forgot again. Crap. Oh, yeah, I went to this thing called Pioneer Oil Days. Now, basically, it's like this tradition at my town. Basically, you know, they have a lot of events and stuff. You know, a lot of, not rides, but, like, just concession stands. You could buy stuff and eat it, and, yeah. So then I met a lot of people. I went to this thing called Harmony Camp, and, yeah. Also, during my senior year, I was the president of my choir, and also a section leader. But yeah, it's just besides the point. Just wanted to say that. And also went to this thing called Harmony Camp in the summer. Cost like $130 to go to, but I didn't really have to pay for it. My school paid for it. And it was honestly one of the best things I've ever been a part of. Got to sing, met a lot of awesome people. A lot of the people I still talk, some of the people I just still talk to this day. And yeah, so pretty much, you know, and now I'm going to explain to you guys how I met my best friend, Brett. Now, pretty much met him during All County 2011, the singing thing. And pretty much I met him, and, you know, he sat there and hung out. He laughed at some of my jokes and stuff. I laughed at him because he was a goofy guy, and he was fun to be around and stuff. And, yeah, so, hung out with him, and then basically his girlfriend was like, oh, you know, we got this whole dance thing that we're, that we gotta go to. He's coming to this dance, and, you know, she invited him, so I'm like, you know, I might as well go. Pretty much, she ditched him. He went out, danced with me and stuff, and, you know, sat there and danced. Then we started hanging out more after that night, and then we continued hanging out, and then he became my best friend the day before I went out to college. And, pretty much, now we're best friends, and we hang out all the time. And, you know, I just so glad I have him in my life. And honestly, I got this shirt the night that I was out with him. I had this troll shirt, and it says "You Mad Bro" on it, but I think that's getting washed. And this one, pretty much it says, it's a Ted shirt, and it says Q Thunder. And yeah, so, you know, pretty cool shirt. And yeah, so got that shirt. And pretty much that's the lead up to pretty much college. So pretty much first day of college, road to college. My mom told me this is going to be the best time of your life. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, I hope so, because I'm not used to having really that many good friends in my life. So yeah, pretty much went there on the way to Wells, you know, just looking at all the scenery and stuff. Then just went there, met some people, met my friend Rihanna, very first person I met there. Then a few days later, we had this thing called Playfair. Then I met some of my other friends, like Steve, Nick, Catherine, Melissa. They were in my video, so if you guys want to see what they look like, go check the videos out. You know, they're some of my bait hunting videos. And a couple of my unboxings my friends are into. And I also met Tajan. Like, I met him, like, the second person I met. And it was like I was first moving in, because he lived in the room right next to me. And he's like, whoa, there's a black guy here. And anybody who knows Tajan knows that's probably something he'd say. And I was like, holy cow, I've got a Asian guy in this suite. Like, you know, like, I thought it was really cool, because I never had, like, an Asian friend up until this point. So, you know, And we just started talking more and more, and, you know, became really good friends. And, you know, it was just really, 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 really fun. And it was just crazy. Yeah, it was just nuts. We had a blast. It was really, really fun. Oh, man, I'm getting tired. So yeah, I guess it's time, in these last 5 minutes, I'm going to wrap up pretty much everything that happened in college. I'm going to try to, so, like, you know, met all my friends in college, and, you know, it was so fun just to meet all of them. I'm going back, of course, in a few days. I get to see them all again. It's been, honestly, 3.5 months since I've seen them, for all of you that know. I pretty much have I went to college the first semester, took a lot of classes, lost a ton of sleep. During this whole period, I made videos, rapid fire, and yeah, and also like my YouTube channel and stuff. And yeah, so pretty much, God, I gotta find my charger because my phone's about to die, and I don't want it to cut off before I'm done with this thing. Okay, come on. Freaking charger. There we go. So yeah, pretty much I guess it's time for me to tell you guys about my YouTube channel and stuff too. So pretty much throughout college I have been doing a lot of work, you know, studying, majoring in visual arts and minoring in graphic design, for anybody that's wondering. And I just pretty much just got to hang out with Tajan, my friend Melissa, and all my other friends, you know, a lot of goofy moments. I mean, they've recorded some stuff of me, honestly, on their phones. I don't know if I should have them uploaded or not. I mean, I could, but, you know, it's just... it's pretty bad. I mean, NL Libra I remember you, shout out to you, NL Libra I remember you put, like, the thing of me, like, down at the... I went down to the lake one time when we made the Frozen Lake videos, and then I came back, my hands were really cold, and I'm like, my name's Kimbo, welcome to Jackass, and I kind of had to pee with cold hands, and a guy peeing with cold hands is not the best idea ever. I just gotta say that right now. And yeah, so, it was, it was something else. But yeah, pretty much, you know, we did a lot of stuff, went to classes together, hung out when we didn't have class, made a bunch of videos, Tajan and I did, and pretty much, no matter how busy I was, even if I just uploaded a video, like, I mean, I upload a video every day, even if I had, like, a paper. Honestly, there's a day where I pulled an all-nighter on a paper, and I finished it, and then I uploaded a video that same exact day. I mean, I went 24 hours without sleep, and I uploaded a video that day. That was a crazy day. But I made sure to upload a video every single day in college, and yeah. So, you know, hung out with them, pretty much came back, went back home and stuff, and yeah, so then I'm going to explain what pretty much happened the last few weeks since I've been home. So, you know, pretty much before I came home, well, since I came home, the first few weeks, I didn't have anything to do. Nobody hung out with me or anything. I just played GTA 5, and then, like, the past, like, for 3 weeks, I went up to my friend's house. Well, I went to the carnival first. I recorded a video at the carnival. Then I went up to my friend Catherine's house for 3 weeks. I was up there, and that's where I met my girlfriend, who I'm dating now, and, you know, she's such an amazing person, and that's all I have to say. And, pretty much, a lot of stuff happened up there, you know, had a blast, met a lot of new people, and it was really fun. And then I came back here, moved out of my old house, and, pretty much, moved here, and during the whole moving period, moving itself I had to deal with, but then I also had to deal with, my mom had a seizure in the kitchen downstairs, and that made me really upset, and, like, I came downstairs, and she was legit, like, just calling to me, grasping me, like, trying to hold my hand and stuff, and I just became really emotional. But the next day, my dad went to the hospital in an ambulance, and, you know, a lot of people found out about that. I mean, Exotic King, Mr. Beyblade Fan 1, a lot of other people, like, talked about it. That happened, and then, my mom had a seizure again, and my dad had to drive home for the first time in 10-15 years. He hasn't driven since 1999, and he drove for the first time, like, 2 weeks ago. And, yeah, and then, pretty much, I, you know, my dog got out and had to go find her, and then I got upset one day, and I kind of had a breakdown too. You know, I had to let everything out for the first time ever, and yeah, it was just pretty crazy. But now I'm sitting here hanging out with people, and I'm getting everything ready to go back to college. Like you see, I've got Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I got my Pokemon cards packed away and stuff, and everything, and you know, like all my bags and stuff are ready. And yeah, so pretty much I'm ready to go back to college, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to go back. It's going to be amazing. So pretty much, wow, that was perfect timing, honestly. I mean, that whole thing finished. But, you know, I'm going to use these last 5 minutes. I'm going to use these 5 minutes, and I'm going to give you guys a message from the heart. Now, pretty much, if you haven't paid attention to anything in this entire video, I really want you guys to pay attention to this. Right? My entire dream, for anything, you know, pretty much to be an inspiration for other people, you know, to motivate other people. You know, I've always been that person. No matter how bad things have gotten for me, I always try to lift other people up. Like, you know, honestly, there have been times on Google Plus I've talked to Avenger Blader, or, you know, other people, they've been down, and I've tried to boost their moods, and I've worked my hardest to do that. You know, even if I'm in a bad mood, I try to lift other people's spirits. And, you know, did that in high school, did that when well, not so much when I was younger because I didn't talk. But, you know, in high school I did that. Google Plus, I do that. Anybody I talk to on YouTube, I mean, I was just talking to Brisk Aquario HD today. Today's the 24th of August, I think. And I was talking to Brisky earlier, and, you know, I was cheering her up and stuff. And, yeah, I've talked to Unicorno Extreme GT, honestly, about my story and stuff, you know. And I talked to Bay Studio about it earlier, and he honestly said that it was one of the most shocking things he ever heard in his life. And I honestly didn't think it was that shocking, probably because it's my life. But yeah, pretty much, that's pretty much my life story, guys. And I'm sorry that it's taken so long for me to tell this. But, you know, just wanted to let you guys know, you know. I wanted to, like, kind of form a bond with you guys, you know. Because you guys are my subscribers. I wanted you guys to understand what I've been going through completely. That's pretty much been my life the entire time. And yeah, you know, I've always been like, kind of, I see myself as the underdog. Like, you know, coming from a 97% white community, had to prove myself. Like, I had to prove that I'm actually somebody. I mean, I was in the top 10% of my class. I worked hard. I've gotten into art. I mean, pretty much throughout this whole period, the things I've really escaped to are like tech decks. When I was younger, I played with those. I've got them over here. I don't know if I showed you guys them already. If I did, I'm sorry, but I'm just tired and I can't remember. But yeah, so pretty much I have this collection of tech decks. Played with those when I was younger, pretty much because I had this kind of disorder well, it's not really disorder, but like I picked at my hands a lot. Like I always left scars on my hands. Like, you know, I don't know if you could see them that well, like there, but you know, let's see. See if I can get some good light. Kinda. I'm sorry for the bad lighting, but pretty much those right there. You see those scars right there? That's for me, like, picking my hands when I was younger. So I played with those, and the scars kind of went away, except for the ones that I picked already. And, yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much that. I played with Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger, too. Also, what else did I do? When I was... also I got into Pokemon. I mean, not a whole lot, but now I've recently got into it. Like in high school onwards, I got into Pokemon a lot. I mean, I played Fire Red. For anybody that knows what that is, Pokemon Fire Red, and I still play Pokemon. I've got Pokemon Y with me. You know, my 3DS is over there, and I just ate some rice, so, you know, that plate's over there. And, pretty much I play Pokemon Y, and, you know, I mean, Pokemon Fire Red was my first Pokemon game that I played, and pretty much I had, like, a Charizard that was crazy high level. And, yeah, so, you know, I guess, so for that, and I've gotten into Beyblade, you know, because you guys, like, have inspired me. I mean, I got inspired by YouTubers like Zanky, J-Pot, Beyblade Geeks, honestly, Bay Studio. I watched his videos, too, when I was first getting into stuff. Drigger GT. And all those people, and yeah, so, like, I've continued to build my Beyblade collection. You know, I've got all these Beyblades here, got these Beyblade parts, these Beyblades, and these 3 things of Beyblades right here. And yeah, plus Tajan's case of Beyblades, which are, like, over there. But yeah, so, I guess that's it for this video. For these last few seconds, I just want to say, do not give up on your dreams, guys. No matter what you think you can achieve it. You just have to work hard for it. Don't ever give up on your dreams and everything. You guys can do it. I know you can. You know, no matter what you're doing, no matter what battles you are fighting, you guys are amazing. So I guess that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. And until next time, like this video, make your favorite, and share. Screw all that crap. Just subscribe. This is K1mbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I am out. My longest video ever. Boo.